Dating is like poker. Sometimes you're dealt a good hand, and sometimes you're not. And who knows poker better than the king himself, Dan Bilzerian, who once said, "Life isn't about getting and having, it's about giving and being." That's precisely the philosophy we are unpacking today as we delve into the less charted territories of dating, identifying the hidden signs that she's just not into you. Yes, some of these revelations might sting, especially the third sign we'll discuss later. But remember, the truth may hurt, but it can also save you from a world of misunderstanding and heartbreak. Sign number 1, she always forgets important details about you. Imagine you're out celebrating your birthday, a day that's been marked on calendars worldwide since time immemorial, right? Yet strangely enough, she forgets it. No, she didn't confuse the date, and no, she didn't just mix up the month. She flat out forgot. It's as if your birthday, a vital detail about you, suddenly vanished into thin air in her mind. And it doesn't stop there. Let's say you're allergic to peanuts, a piece of information that's not just crucial, but potentially life-saving. Yet, there she is, offering you a PB&J sandwich, clearly oblivious to your numerous mentions of this allergy. You've told her about it repeatedly, haven't you? Yet, it slips her mind just like your birthday. One might argue, oh, but she's just forgetful, or she just didn't remember this particular detail. But let's put things into perspective. She's not forgetful when it comes to things she likes or cares about, is she? She remembers her favorite author's birthday, or the day her beloved pet got his first vaccination. So why does she become so conveniently forgetful when it comes to significant details about you? The answer is painfully simple. A person who's genuinely interested in you will make an effort to remember things that are important to you. It's not about having an eidetic memory or remembering every little detail. It's about showing interest and care by keeping track of fundamental aspects of your life. When she consistently forgets significant information about you, it's not a case of a leaky memory. Instead, it's a clear indication that she's not as invested in you as you might have hoped. In her world, these details about you don't hold enough value to be remembered, signaling a lack of interest on her part. Now, this realization might be annoying, might feel like a bucket of ice-cold water dumped over your head. But remember what we're here for. We're here to uncover the hidden signs, to reveal the brutal truth that can save you from a whole lot of confusion and heartache down the line. Sure, it hurts to understand that the girl you've been investing your time and emotions into can't even remember your birthday or the fact that peanuts could land you in the hospital. But knowing this now rather than later gives you a chance to reassess, to reevaluate where you stand in her life. It provides an opportunity to either address the issue or, if need be, move on to someone who will value and remember important details about you. Because, let's face it, you deserve someone who knows you, remembers you, and most importantly, values you. Sign number 2, she's not equally curious about you. What happens when this communication is a one-way street? What if you found yourself engrossed in every tiny detail of her day, but sees her eyes glaze over when you start talking about yours? This scenario could be an indication that she's just not into you. Imagine you're sitting across from her at a coffee shop. Your interest peaks as she recounts her day. She shares stories about the good, the bad, the mundane, and you're all ears. You ask her questions, dig deeper into the anecdotes, show genuine interest because you care. You enjoy getting a glimpse into her life, her experiences, her emotions. Now, once she's done, you expect the baton to be passed to you. It's your turn to share your day, your stories. But as you start to speak, you notice a sudden shift. Her attention wavers. She becomes preoccupied with her phone, glances around the room, her response is reduced to non-committal hums and nods. It's as if your words are merely background noise. Could it be that she's simply bad at communication? Not adept at handling conversations beyond her comfort zone? That might be a possibility. But when it accompanies other signs on the list, it paints a rather bleak picture. The brutal truth is, she's probably not as invested in you as you are in her. A person genuinely interested in you won't just want to be heard. They'll want to hear from you. They'll be curious about your experiences, your thoughts, your feelings. They won't just share their world with you. They'll want to be part of yours. A clear lack of curiosity about you is a sign that she's not emotionally invested in the relationship. And that's something you can't afford to ignore. No one deserves to be a one-sided relationship where their feelings, experiences, and thoughts are disregarded or overlooked. Yes, this might be a bitter pill to swallow. It's never easy realizing that the person you're interested in doesn't reciprocate your feelings. Never forget that you deserve someone who is as curious about you as you are about them. Someone who not only talks about their day, but also wants to know all about yours. Someone who values your thoughts, your experiences, and your emotions. Sign number 3, she's flirting with other men. The red flag should immediately be raised when she, despite professing interest in you, continues to flirt with other men. Let's say one day, you're walking down the street with her, enjoying what you think is a shared moment. Suddenly, her attention strays, her eyes meet a stranger's, and there it is, that coy smile, the batting of the eyelashes, the light blush that creeps up her cheeks. It's almost as if she's transformed into a giddy high school girl right in front of your eyes. The catch? It's not because of you. It's a punch in the gut, isn't it? Especially in the case where you two aren't officially dating yet, which makes confronting her about it a complex ordeal. What do you say? How do you address it without sounding possessive or insecure? Here is the blunt truth. If her flirtations with other men have been a recent development, it's possible that her interest in you is waning. She might be getting bored or losing that initial spark, causing her to gaze to wander somewhere else. However, if this has been her behavior from the beginning, then my friend, it's a sign that she's just not that into you. Yes, it's a bitter reality to confront. It's as if you're struck in quicksand, watching her flirtatious smile and coquettish giggles directed at others while you sink deeper into doubt and insecurity. Flirting with others while professing interest in you is not just a sign of disinterest, but it also signifies a lack of respect for your feelings. It's a red flag, a wake-up call that it's time to reevaluate your place in her life. Sure, confronting this might be hard, especially if you really like her. It might leave a sour taste in your mouth, but understanding this sign now saves you the heartache of investing more time and energy into someone who's not valuing you as they should. Remember, you deserve someone who's all in, someone whose attention doesn't waver, someone who appreciates you and only you. Don't settle for someone whose eyes wander, whose flirtatious smiles are distributed around. Respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that no longer serves you, grows you, or makes you happy. In this game of love, you're not a placeholder until someone better comes along. You're the end goal. Don't let anyone make you feel otherwise, and if they do, it's time to show them the door. Because in your story, you're not a footnote. You're the main character. Don't settle for anyone who treats you less than that. Before we wrap up, here is a small piece of wisdom. Don't let these signs dishearten you. Use them as a learning experience to understand, grow, and prepare for the person who'll be excited to communicate, engage, and plan the future with you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Until next time, keep up the pace.